Can we sit down? No interruptions. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Talking real raw. Ain't no cutting. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Can we talk about it? Yeah. 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 Can we sit down? No interruptions. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Talking real raw, ain't no cutting. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions.
I will never forget having a female who literally tried to ruin every relationship I got in. Every time I was happy with a dude, she got jealous, started adding his sisters, doing petty shit, trying to be seen. Like, stuff like that is so weird to me. Like, I'm telling you, there is something mentally wrong with you. If you have to do something like that, there is something mentally wrong with you. There's no other way to put it. There is no other way to put it. You didn't want to see me happy. You didn't want to see another man supporting me and treating me right. Why? 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 What, you feel like I don't deserve to be happy, bitch?
Nope.
Is you cool?
Actually, sis, they are not cool. And the sooner that a lot of women come to realize that the bulk of the women out there, we're going to call them females because we don't relate, okay? It's a difference between women and females. The sooner that a lot of us solid women realize that the bulk of the quote unquote female species are just female. She's not a divine feminine. She doesn't know what it takes to have a cohesive, healthy, thriving friendship, relationship, what have you. She don't got it in her. See, when you are a woman that is operating out of your quote unquote divine feminine essence and energy, you can make the mistake of believing. Who is this? I already knew it was Seven Waters. Shout out to Seven Waters, always kicking us off with the super chat. When you are a genuine, sincere, divine feminine woman, you can make the mistake of believing that all other women out there are like you. Right? You have it in your mind, oh yeah, I wouldn't want to do my good sis like that, so surely she wouldn't do me like that. You have it in your mind that everybody has good, genuine hearts, pure motives. Hell no. And I'm going to say this, and we do have more. Thank y'all for being here. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe, okay? But I'm going to put it to y'all like this. Due to the fact that so many females out here, not women, it's a difference. Due to the fact that so many females out here have ruined their lives by thinking that they could get away with being reckless, being ran through, being in the streets, having 304 phases. And y'all know what 304 phases are. If you don't, use context clues. All right? Let's just put it like this. It's 3 or 4 men surrounding them doing the choo-choos. Okay? Maybe not all simultaneously, but nevertheless, they have a rotation of 3 or 4 or more men that they are dipping and dabbling with. Again, use context clues. I know a lot of youngest be coming through like, what's the 304? Look, listen. Y'all know what a damn 304 is, but due to the fact that so many of them have ruined their lives by doing very reckless things, trying to live their best lives, and now them being at a dead end path to where no man of real substance, value, morals, integrity is checking for them. They do not, I repeat, they do not want you to be able to access certain levels of happiness, peace, you know what I mean? Stability and security that they know that they cannot ever reach. They cannot ever obtain that level of living, that lifestyle. And so I need a lot of the pure natured women out there to understand that all of these chicks out here are not you. They do have ill intentions. They know that, and I hate to even put it like this because I don't want to paint the picture of, oh, it's doom and gloom. Let me take off the screen real quick, okay? Because she did ask a valid question. And thank you again, Seventh Waters. And I do have more, but just so I can really drive my point home without having to look at the screen back and forth. There are, unfortunately, so many of your family members, your best friends, your co-workers, you name it. You can look at them and say, oh no, surely this woman would want the best for me. Surely this woman wouldn't, okay? She would not want to come into my life to impede upon my peace, my happiness. And I need you all to understand that unfortunately, that is what we are dealing with today. What we are dealing with today is a bunch of cutthroat, conniving, very envious, very jealous creatures. I would call them the BITCH, but it's too early. And YouTube be trying to play with our live streams, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're dealing with that. And even the women that you would least expect, even the women that you would feel like have your best interest, have your back, they're worse. And I hate to even say this, they're worse than the strangers on the street. And you know why they're worse? They're worse because they know you. So y'all could be thinking, like, what do you mean by that, Danica? It's easy to overlook somebody and not pay them much mind or attention when I'm not up close and personal with them. But when you're right here in my face, living out loud, being happy, being at peace, having options. And it's a difference between having options and having sloptions. We're going to break that down in a second. Coined it right here just now on Crownhead Nation Dope Discussions. It's a difference between having options and sloptions. I'm going to get into that. Put a pin in it. I'm going to come back. You're up close and personal with me. It makes it 10 times worse when I can see, reach out and touch somebody that is close to me, that is in close proximity to me, and I'm seeing in real time they have something that I could never have. They are able to explore things that I can never explore again. I ruined it. And like I said, I hate to even go here and put it like that because I don't want to paint a picture of doom and gloom because I am somebody that is a sucker for love and hope, right? But I'm also real enough to acknowledge the fact that sometimes it is too late. And I think a lot of the females out there, they have it in their minds that, a lot of them, right? They have it in their minds that, oh, I'm going to be able to redeem myself at the buzzer. And it doesn't happen. Right? And until they reach that dead end where it's like, you know what, damn, maybe I only have sloptions. You know? All the sloppy ass dudes. You know? They only hit me up for the sloppy top. If you don't know what that is, listen, you too young, use context clues. All right? All I'm able to choose from is slop, leftovers. People who don't have a lot of things of real substance going for them. That's all I have. So when I'm able to look over and see my good sis, my good cousin, my good auntie, whoever, when I'm able to look over and see that you have something that I can reach out and touch, I can't pretend like this is not a thing. I can't pretend like, you know, that reality does not exist because I see it. That does something to a lot of these chicks, which makes them even more furious. It's infuriating to see something right there in your face. You can't ignore it, knowing damn well it'll never ever happen to you. And so when they see you, my good sis, and you like, damn, you know, what's your problem? Is you cool? You don't think I deserve better? You don't think I deserve to be happy? What's up? When you're asking those questions, I need you all to know and understand that the answer may be very, very uncomfortable for you to hear. The reality of it is, no, they don't. I don't want you doing better than me. I don't want you being happier than me. I don't want you to even be at a position in your life to where you're just okay. It is that real in the field. Unfortunately, a lot of your good sisters out there, they do not see you as their good sis. They don't. They see you as competition. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Thank y'all for being here. I hope they ain't got me glitching too bad. Lord have mercy. My connection is wonderful. I don't understand. Can y'all at least hear me okay? Because I see on my phone they got me glitching a little bit, but hopefully y'all can still follow your little big sis. Let me see. Thank you so much, LG, Rogue. Shout out to my good sis. It says, ooh, we got red going. But no, there is connection of women becoming dangerously evil after losing a good man, especially if he gets snatched up by a better woman. We're going to get into that in a second, sis. Like I said, I hope I got time. I got more. I have more. But I really want to start it off with this right here because to me, she is a very great depiction of what a lot of the quality women out there struggle with. It's like, damn, I wouldn't want you to be down and out. I wouldn't try to sabotage or jeopardize what you got going on. That's a good thing. So why would you do that to me? Do you feel like I don't deserve it? And they don't. Let's take it a step further, Rogue. And thank you so much for your super chat. Let's take it a step further. Even if they know that you do deserve it, that's insulting to them. That's also infuriating to them. You know why? Because you are also a reminder to them of the work that they did not do, the discipline that they did not have. See, while they were outside, you were inside. And when you did go outside, you weren't doing too damn much like she was. You weren't out here like, I'm living my best life. You weren't doing all of that. You knew how to keep things real respectable. And so, yeah, she could look at you and be like, you know what? She actually does deserve all that's coming her way. But due to the fact that I know I don't deserve it, or due to the fact that I know I've done a lot of different things in my life that would prevent me from being seen in a more favorable light, yeah, I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous that you made the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? And like my good sis just said, it's becoming dangerously evil outside. These women are not, let me rephrase that. These females, the difference. These females are becoming so jealous, so envious, so competitive, to where they will do whatever is in their power, whatever is in their grasp, in order to snatch from you what you have. And if that's a good man, baby, look out. Baby, look out. They'll try to plant certain seeds in that man's ear. They'll try to make you look at your man differently. They'll try to, again, put themselves up against you to where she looks like the better option of a woman. If you do have a good man, it's diabolical out here, y'all. It's nasty outside. And when I talk like this, Rogue, they think I'm exaggerating. They think I'm putting too much sauce on it. No. And Rogue, you can vouch for this, which is why you sent in your super chat saying what you said. It is women out here also becoming aware of the sabotage, of the disrespect, of the competition, the jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you really hate me. Let's talk about it. Can we talk about it? Yeah. Y'all heard what Chris said? This is something that a lot of women do not want to really open their mouths about because it's an uncomfortable truth. Let's put it like this. And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Ignorance is bliss. I don't want to even have it in my mind that my good sis don't really like me for real. She's jealous of me. She in competition. I don't even want to think like that. I've seen countless women, Rogue, come through trying to justify the behaviors of their homegirls and say, oh, well, she didn't mean it like that. Yes, the fuck she did. Oh, well, no, she was just looking out for me. And oh, well, no, you know, y'all just spinning the narrative. No, the truth is the truth is the truth. And you know what's sad, Rogue? What's really sad is they don't realize that their good sis was really bad for them until you look up and you look around and realize everything good that you had is gone. And it's due largely in part to her influence. This is why I get, oh, how can I phrase this? This is why I get really, really iffy when a bitch tries to big sis me or little girl me. I don't like that. I don't like the, oh, you know, let me school you ass. I don't like that. Please stop that. That irritates me to my core. We are both grown. We are both adults. And you can talk to me and you can come to me as such. But all that, oh, you don't know better. And all that, you know, girl, let me just put you up on this. And no. Especially when, this is what really, really, like, triggers me. Especially when I'm looking at said female and her life is in shambles. Please do not try to look girl me. Because I already know, oftentimes, that is coming from a very impure place. You're trying to steer me in the direction of falling off a damn cliff like how you did. You're trying to navigate my life in a way to where maybe you're setting me up for the okie doke. Don't do that. And you'll be able to tell when somebody is operating from a place of love and when they're operating from a place of, again, envy, jealousy, trying to knock you off your path and off your square. It's very, very easy to tell. When everything is, yeah, but, and nah, I don't think, and, you know, you need to look at it like this, and nah, but when everything is a dictatorship, as far as the friendship is concerned, you need to really, really be cautious and aware of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they'll do that. They'll do that thinking, oh yeah, she ain't gonna know no better. She not gonna see me coming. She gonna think that I'm giving her the game. She gonna think that I'm steering her clear of any harm, when in all actuality, all she's trying to do is steer you directly into harm's way. Then when everything goes south, she'll be able to say, oh, well, girl, I mean, well, I only did it because, and it's too late then. So it don't even matter what excuse she gives. It doesn't even matter what reasoning she gives behind why she told you to do X, Y, and Z. All she knows is mission accomplished. Your goofy ass followed my directions and my order. Roll comes back and says, it's called monitoring spirits. They want to be in your presence to take your place. Ooh, that is also true. That is also true. And like I said, Rogue, I want nothing more for us women out there, us solid women out there, to just be aware, be very cautious of the people that we keep in our inner circle, the people that we claim are our family, our friends, and all that. Because when I tell y'all, these chicks be really scheming, they really be scheming. Let's take it a step further, Rogue. Destiny swapping, listen, I'm divinely protected. You can't swap with me, bitch. Listen. But that is a thing I've heard. I'm taking a step further. Rogue, a lot of these females out here, they don't even do right by the men that will give them their last, that will save them, that will lay down everything to make them happy, that provide, that protect, that step up to the plate and do everything that a quote unquote man is supposed to do. They don't even do right by those. So what the hell I look like? Coming into the circle, coming into the orbit thinking that I'm safe. This is what I really need us women to understand. Shout out to you, Clarence, becoming a channel member. And Rogue, you feel me, sis? If you peep game and you see that these chicks are dirty, this is why I can't even associate with women who be outside creeping and sleeping and cheating. Like I don't chill and kick it with bitches like that. Because in my mind, if you can do that to other people, what makes me exempt? And I go so deep with it, Rogue, that I apply it not only to romantic relationships, but I'll flip it and also apply it to platonic relationships. And to me, if you can be so cutthroat and dirty to somebody that, like I said, Rogue, will give you his all, give you his last, lay down his life for you, do everything. If you can do him like that and you go to sleep with him every day, you know I don't stand a chance. Like I said, I go way further than, oh, well, that's her boyfriend. I'm her good sis. Bitch, please. There is no boundaries or limitations with a lot of these females. And for the life of me, Rogue, I don't understand why you have women out there who try to separate the two. Like you can't. If she a dog ass trick with him, she gonna be a dog ass trick with you. And that's just how I see it. Especially when you can take inventory and see that the things that she's doing things to are to solid, genuine people. If you can do crappy things to solid, genuine people, yeah, I can't rock with you. Your whole character is flawed to me. You know what I'm saying? So when she's coming on here and she's asking, you know, does she think I don't deserve nothing? She don't. She absolutely does not. And even if she does, she does not want you to have it. She does not want you to do better than her. She does not want you to progress forward in your life. She wants you to be stuck and stagnant just like she is, so she can feel like, you know, she's not somebody that is outcasted, or she can feel like she didn't do such a bad job with her life. Y'all have to also understand, ladies, because I know y'all watch from the damn clouds. I know you here, sis. You just not big, bad, and bold like Rogue to pull up. And y'all definitely not gonna put nothing in the damn super chat. But since y'all here, let me really give y'all the game, right? Let me big sis you, right? And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Misery loves them, absolutely. Let me give y'all the game though, sis. There are women who not only want company, right? Misery loves company. But there are women who also want to be just enough in your life to be able to eat off what you have. Let it marinate. I'm going somewhere with this. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Some of you ladies could have good quality men in your lives that will be able to tell you, hey, you might want to watch out for her. Hey, you may not want to hang out with her. And some of y'all could be so heavily influenced and indoctrinated by the sisterhood that you start to look at your man like, oh, you're hating. You're trying to isolate me. You're trying to control me. This is toxic masculinity. And it's like, nah, I just see things that maybe you don't see because you're too close. I'm just able to observe things that maybe you're not able to observe because you got your emotions up in it. Because in your mind, oh, we got history. We go way back to kindergarten. History don't mean a damn thing. But this is what a lot of us women will do. Because again, you know, we're very loving, nurturing, forgiving, understanding beings. And so we can be blinded by some things, especially like I said, when you are a genuine, pure-hearted woman. You think that everybody is coming through with pure intentions. You think that everybody's just looking out for you, and it's not. So you can start to look at your man like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. We go way back. I knew her before I knew you. She was in the picture before you was in the picture, so on and so forth. And your friend will start calling things out about your man, picking things apart, saying, oh, yeah, girl, because, yeah, it couldn't be me. And why he always asking this, and why he always want to check in this and do that. And that is not only an attempt to get you to push that man away, because like somebody said in the comments, she's wanting company because she's miserable. But if that man is able to take you away from her, she no longer can siphon off your energy, siphon off your money, siphon off all the things that you have going on for yourself. That is a thing. Thank you so much, Jabari. It says, that's why I tell people the sisterhood ain't the brotherhood. We reach back and put each other on to progress past our pain. Yes, the men do want each other. And this is not me being a pick-me, pandering, male-identified chick. I promise you, I'm just being honest about what I'm seeing, what I'm observing. I see this in real time, in real life. I have a whole solid-ass husband upstairs. So I know how he moves and how he operates with the men around him that he cares about. And the men that care about him, I see this. And so when I'm getting ready to say this is not me being a pick-me, pandering, male-identified chick. I'm just being honest. And fellas, y'all can vouch for it. I do see, even as a woman, men put each other up on game so they can progress past whatever level they stagnated at. Women don't do that. Rogue, you can vouch for me, sis. Women do not do that. I want you to be stuck exactly where I am or below. I'm not going to tell you what I did wrong, where I came up short. I'm going to go here with it. I'm not even going to tell you that until I know it's probably too late for you and me. Then I can be honest and say, yeah, girl, I think we just kind of messed up and this, that, and the third. And yeah, you know, maybe we should have did this and we should have did that. So they do it when they know it's entirely too late. Or they do it, here's the bombshell, they do it when they're trying to get picked. But the catch to that is they're trying to get picked, but it's too late. They don't want to be honest enough to say, yeah, it's too late, but they'll keep on doing it anyway. They know in their heart of hearts, yeah, it's probably too late for me, but hey, let me do this last hurrah. So then that's when you start seeing these old ass come on, oh yeah, a woman is supposed to submit. A woman is supposed to love and support a man. Then she starts doing that because, again, I'm looking around. I'm seeing, yeah, this ain't working. I don't want to do this any longer, so let me go ahead and put on my panda bear panties and see if this will work. But at any rate, you do see a lot more men out here helping their brothers to progress past wherever they plateaued at, wherever they stagnated at, wherever they fell short at, and saying, okay, this is what you do. Women don't do that. They don't. I want you to do okay. I'm not even going to say do good. I want you to do okay. But never better than me. And on my best day, I want you to do way worse than me. That's how a lot of women operate, unfortunately, because we are very catty, very competitive. So, ladies, I need y'all to stop thinking that your homegirl got your back all the time. Your homegirl got your best interest at heart. She does not. All right. It says the sisterhood is a free for all. WWE Royal Rumble. Damn, my damn R's and shit. Y'all know I got big lists and shit. It says Royal Rumble. Get to the championship by any means possible. Even if that means, Jabari, me stealing your man, me pitting you against your man. Hell, even if that means me trying to get with you. Do y'all want to go there or should we stop? We can hit 500. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. We should have at least 315 likes. Ladies, another thing that y'all sleep on. I don't even want to go here, but I'm going to do it anyway, Jabari. Thank you so much, Daniel. I'm going to read that in a second. I didn't even want to go here and be this real, but I'm going to do it. And I do have more. Y'all stay tuned. Ladies, some of these females out here are so scorned and so scarred from choosing the wrong men. They have it in their minds now that pussy is the pathway. Wait. What? What are you talking about? Nigga, you going too far. Whoa. Some women so scarred from choosing piss poor quality men because for whatever reason, maybe they don't qualify for the good men. Maybe they don't know what a good man looks like. Maybe they like bad piss poor ass men. That's their type. Who knows? Who cares? But they reach a level in their lives to where they feel like all men are bad. There's no such thing as a good man. Men are incapable of love, yes? They feel safest with another woman. That good sense has always been there for them, whatever. And so now her perception has become a little bit skewed, a little bit off. And some of your homegirls that you would least expect, baby girl, want to lick you like a lollipop and you don't even know it. You don't know that she's trying to not push men away from you because she wants company because she's miserable. No. She's not trying to push men away from you and keep you single because, you know, she don't want you doing better than her and, you know, she's in competition. No. Baby girl, I want you to be my man. Whoopsie. It's a cold game and a cold spell. And y'all do not even be knowing. Y'all be thinking, nah, she just really love me. She just really looking out for me because all these men ain't all these men. No. She wants you to be wifey. And if you are not careful enough, here's the thing, and I hate to even go to this level and layer, but it's always levels and layers to every conversation. But if you are not careful enough and on your square enough, your weak-minded ass can be persuaded into being her lollipop. In more ways than one. Y'all know how we call the suckers, the simps, and easy licks. Y'all know how we call those type of guys the simp lollipoppies. Well, you become her. You become that in female form for her. If you're not careful, she can persuade you, hey, we need to just do away with these men. Every man we keep getting with, they be dogging us out. They be taking advantage of us. They be. And so if you weak-minded enough, you can start to be influenced by that and be like, you know what? You right, sis. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe we could just be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, only if you want to. Like, we ain't even got to have sex. I've heard it all, y'all. We ain't even got to have sex like that. I mean, like, unless you want to. I mean, that'd be cool for me. But, you know, if you uncomfortable, then that's cool. Man, they get desperate. They get lonely. They get warped. And some of y'all be ready to go. Now you the Simpecia lollipoppy, lolly mommy. We gonna call you a lolly mommy. Simp lolly mommy's out here. She eating off of you and she eating you. No pause. All the ditty. You paying for her. You sponsoring her lifestyle. All of that. And you giving her the companionship. The loving that she is craving. Oh, it gets real dark out here. You gotta be careful. And women, y'all have got to beware. because you will end up losing out on your life by dealing with very dark, very just negative energies around you. And unfortunately, a lot of the dark negative energies could be your homegirls. And they can be your family. It don't matter. You got to cut it off. Thank you, Daniel. It says people will use history as an excuse not to really observe who they're dealing with. Yeah, because it's easier to overlook things. You know how uncomfortable it is to have to admit out loud, damn, this is kind of wrong. You know, it's easier to ignore the problem than to actually face it head on and try to find a solution. That takes work. And some of us, and we don't want to be this real, but some of us, we become very, very attached to individuals that, again, are just poisonous to us. And we start to find some kind of peace in the misery. It's comfortable. We become complacent and content with the chaos. And I've heard women go as far as saying things to the effect of, if there is no drama, then there's probably no love. There's no like, they confuse drama with passion. It's very sick and twisted. Very sick and twisted. So, like she said, you do have to be careful who you call your friends. A lot of y'all missed out on good quality men listening to these friends, quote unquote, that you have. You being touched with your damn self, thinking that you know best, taking things for granted, taking men for granted, the whole nine. And I don't want to hear ish. This is where I really have to drive this point home. I do not want to hear ish about, oh, don't nobody need no man. That's why I don't like these pick-mishas. That's why I don't like these bitches like Danica Marie. They make it seem like, that just sounds so dumb. They make it seem like the world just gonna stop without men. Put a pin in it. Because I do have a video that I'm going to share with y'all at the end. Shout out to Dread Mike. I believe you sent me this damn video. That's going to tell you exactly how effed up the world would be without men. So y'all got to stop. Stop trying to downplay how badly your nature yearns and calls for you to have a man. It does. You can't escape it. Shut up. Shut up and learn. Yeah, that's why I can't get with the pygmies. They make it seem like, you know, our whole entire world revolves around a man. They make it seem like we're just so incomplete without a man. And you are. All the shade. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, anything else is a cope. Anything else is a cope. I do not want to hear it. Even if, I'm going to go here for a second, and y'all like the video. Even if you are able to create a life for yourself to where you're at peace, you're stable a little bit, you know, you got some things going on. Y'all already damn know it. That there is a big chunk of you that has empty space in it. This is why even the most successful, beautiful, rich, wealthy, that girl ass female still is out here trying to buy love, buy a baby, buy a family. Please. Y'all gotta stop all this capping like you don't want no man, you don't need no man. I promise you, you do. And a lot of y'all are aware of that. You just try to dumb it down and play it down because you know you screwed up. So what did we just say? It's much easier to ignore it. It's much easier to pretend. But we already know the game. Now, let's move on to the next video because this is really going to drive home my dope discussion.
Feminism destroyed my marriage. Feminism is demonic. Let's talk about it. It pulls away God's original design for man and woman. God, man, woman, children. And yes, men are the head of the household. And that's what ruined my marriage because I looked at my husband as my equal, that we were competing with each other, and that I wore the pants, that I made the rules, I had the control. But this is when women no longer listen to understand, they listen to respond. So I'm not saying that we as women are below men. That's not how it is. And women are going to hear this and think, I can provide for myself. I can do everything that a man can do for myself and be happy and do what I want to do. Listen, I know you can. I can too. That doesn't mean we're supposed to.
No, you can't. See, I should have watched everything all the way through. But she was cooking. And I'm not even a religious chick at all, by a long shot, okay? But I know how to take the best parts from everything, right? So although I'm not following the path of Jesus and all that, I can still be able to hear truth and say, oh, that's a bar though. Now, she said feminism ruined her marriage. It ruined her relationship. And a lot of women out there, unfortunately, have also had their relationships, their marriages with solid stand-up guys ruined. Because they were taught, oh, no, you're in competition with your man. That man needs to love you more than you love him. That man needs to bow down and obey you more than you bowing down and obeying him. No, that is not a relationship. See, feminism has taught a lot of women that we're better than men. It wasn't this thing of quote unquote equality. No. It was not this thing of balance, being fair, being diplomatic, understanding each other's contributions and value. No, it was a competition of no, women are here, men are our servants, you bow down and obey us. Right? I'm with you when you're right. So she's right in that regard. That is what a lot of the feminists would teach a woman. Even if they will swear up and down that they're not. Oh no, we're not like that. That is not our message. That is, yes it is. When you peel back the layers and you dumb it down and boil it down, that's what it gets. It gets you into this whole mind frame of no, woman is God. Woman runs the house. Woman runs the world. The man is just our servant, a tool for us to utilize to get what we want to get done. Right? So she was right in that regard. Where she loses me is when she starts saying things like, oh, yeah, we could do it on our own. But that don't mean we're supposed to, because God said, I'm going to say this. And when I say this is some real talk. I don't want to hear shit about, oh, see, that's why I don't listen to her. That's why I don't like her. There go that pick me shit. There go that pandering shit. Listen. When I say this, I'm just being honest. A man could have that argument far better and far more realistically than a woman ever could. Women cannot be out here talking about, oh, we could do it all on our own. We could not. Like I said, I got a video I'm going to play for y'all at the end that is going to broadly illustrate just how much men are needed. And if the world was composed of all women, like a lot of y'all women swear up and down you want to be, y'all would die in 12 hours or less. But a man would be able to have that argument of, yeah, I want a woman. I don't need a woman. He can argue that way better than you can. We can't. Now, I am somebody that believes that men and women should be complementary to one another and build one another as a unit and a team. Women can make a man's life more enjoyable and easier the same way that a man can do that for a woman, right? That's my position that I take. I never make it this hierarchy. I never make it this thing of the woman is better, the man is worse. The man is better, the woman is worse. No. We deal in duality, right? That's my position. However, I have got to be real enough to acknowledge the fact that a woman could not ever sit there with a straight face and say on her best day that she could flourish in a world without men. You can't. You either have to rent one, buy one, purchase one, but you can't do it on your own, sis. You can't. And it's no shade. Yes, men and women complement each other, right? But I gotta be real with y'all. And it's, again, not trying to make it this combative thing. Men could argue, no, I really don't need a woman, though. Outside of procreation, like, a woman can't protect me like that. You know what I'm saying? A woman can't go out there and work for me unless you a weak ass dude that's looking for a mama. Nah, you got that, brother. You got that. You don't need her to put on her big girl shorts and go out there and handle nothing. No, you got that. You know, so she lost me with that, but nevertheless, pay attention to what she's saying. A lot of the women out there, if you are not careful, you gotta beware. If you are not careful, you could lose out on a good quality man that you absolutely do need. All because you're listening to females who know and understand that they will never be able to achieve or obtain what you already have. It's so many different levels and layers to that conversation. However, it's still a part of the conversation. Be careful. They will teach y'all to your own demise. They'll teach y'all that y'all are powerful, y'all are divine, y'all don't need nothing, y'all got it all by yourselves, trying to, quote unquote, empower you to your own detriment. Y'all gotta have y'all head on a swivel. You gotta have your eyes open. And I'm gonna say this, and this is where it get real nasty. Those same women will try to convince you of what you don't need and what you need to be like, all the while embodying the very opposite of what she's telling you to be. She'll trick you out your position. I've seen that. Oh, girl, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. He ain't your daddy. He your man, ain't she? He ain't your dictator. He your man, ain't he? Playing both sides. Then we'll go back to the very man that she's trying to pit you against and do everything that she taught you not to do for him. Playing both sides. I've seen that shit. Nasty work. Bitch is diabolical. Y'all gotta be careful. That same man that she told you was toxic, practicing toxic masculinity, she ran off into the sunset with that same dude, doing everything she taught you not to do. This is where y'all see on TikTok, my best friend ended up marrying my ex-fiance. We see all of that all the time. How do you think shit like that happens? Because your homegirl in there whispering in your ear, yeah, girl, I just feel like you can do so much better than him. And girl, I just feel like you're not yourself anymore. I just feel like. And here your goofy ass go, yeah, you're right. Because I completely lost myself in this relationship. Then she go to Daniel and she's like, yeah, Daniel, I just feel like my friend doesn't really see your value. Daniel, I feel you. I understand you. Like, I feel like we have so much in common. Like, you're my brother. Like, I see you like my brother. Bitch, please. Ask me how I know. We see these hoes. I got family that's these hoes. Now, luckily, I dealt with solid dudes who, you know, didn't take the bait. They just come back and relay the message, and I know what they saying is true because they repeating back to me shit that I never told them. I only told this bitch. Oh yeah, cause she said, you know, you did this, you said this, you do. What? So a lot of niggas ain't lying. Then you confront the bitch and she just stuck. Yeah, goofy ass. So yeah, be careful, ladies. They will talk you out of your position so they can get hired for it. Bars. They'll teach you, oh, he's the employee. You're the boss. Whole time she coming up with her resume. Oh, can you hire me, boss daddy? Oh, see, yeah, you understand a woman. You understand a woman's role, a woman's place. See, I need a woman like you. Yeah, you do. But, you know, we're just friends. Then before you know it, she want to go out to lunch with the nigga and talk things over. You know, I just feel like you need somebody to talk to. You know, not like that. You know, like we're like siblings almost. You know what I mean? Like, but I do feel like, you know, you need somebody of the opposite sex that you can, like, you know, confide in, because, like, and then before you know it, she confided in that damn lap. Like, bitch, that, goddamn, how your head get in my lap, bitch? Be careful.
We are not equal. We are equal in importance, but we are not equal in our roles. Feminism completely destabilized the whole family structure, and we're watching the consequences of it in real time. The problem does not lie with the woman having her own job or even having a career or her own business. The problem lies because feminism told us to prioritize all of that over being a mother and a wife. Feminism has sold women the lie of freedom, but take a look around. Are women actually freer? But actually, if you look around, women are more anxious, more lonely, more confused, even more medicated than ever. They're not freer. So maybe, just maybe, the problem isn't men.
Oh,
It's a lie that we've been sold.
I have more. Y'all like the video? Share the video. Subscribe. She cooked. She cooked. And I think she got a little bit more to say about Jesus. Again, I am not a religious person, but I can respect your path. Amen. Amen. If you look around, women have positioned not only themselves, but the women around them in a position of powerlessness. And the irony to it is they did this by way of trying to empower them, make them independent, make them quote unquote stronger. We led each other into a burning house, like MLK said. Y'all wanted so badly to have your own money, and cool, have your own money, sis. Y'all wanted so badly to be able to work and have your own job and your own career. Cool, have your own job and career. Ain't nobody knocking it. But if you look around, like she said, we made that the end all be all. We prioritized that to a fault. Now we're stuck in constant survival mode, constant hustle mode, because now we're in a position to where, hell, you feel like you don't need nobody, and so now you're having to do it all on your own because this is the life that you chose. You chose to go outside, work to the damn bone, feel like you don't need nobody, feel like you can handle it all by yourself, and so now you're doing that. And what did I say? I said, as women, we have a part of our nature that is just not equipped to do what men do. Not saying that a man is better or worse. Not saying that you are better or worse. I'm just being honest enough to put it plain. And when you put things plain, you will see a very large difference between what we are equipped to do, what we are equipped to handle and navigate, and what the men are equipped to do and navigate. You can't walk around talking about you don't need this and you don't need that like a man can. Again, I don't like to do the tit for tat. I don't like to do the comparisons and the contrasting of it all. But if we gonna do it, you know, we could. And we can make an argument that you are in the weaker position to do it. But I digress from that point. My point remains the same though. We have integrated ourselves into a burning house because now we have isolated ourselves. We have bigged ourselves up to a place, into a position to where we got to carry it all on our own because the men don't even want your ass no more. You got to beware. Y'all had access to good quality men, but because you said, oh no, I can make my own money. Oh no, I can buy my own this. Oh no, I can embark on my own journey. I can do this. I can do that. I don't need you. And you went off over there to an island. A burning island at that. And it's like, damn, yeah, I got all my own this and I got all my own that. But guess what else I got? I got my own struggle. Nobody's here to lift the load for me. I got my own stress. What did she say? A lot of y'all are heavily medicated. Do y'all know how many women, listen, and I'm not trying to throw y'all under the bus. I'm just being honest in what I see outside. I see so many dope heads, pill poppers, women that you would least expect. Like, y'all are addicts. You know why? Do y'all want to talk about it? That's what I'm saying. We be a little bit too real over here. If you can't handle it, log off. Go somewhere else to where they can be a little bit more polished and cookie cutter for damn YouTube. I'm not doing it. I look around and see so many addicts. Young women you would least expect. She fine. She got her own money. She got her own little career, her own little business. She doing the damn thing. She's an addict. Whether that's alcohol, whether that's pills. Hell, whether it's damn, it can be as diabolical as energy drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're addicted to that. Like, y'all be so bad off. So bad off. Trying to cope with your decision to be outside by yourself. To be free. Like she said. And y'all are the most trapped. Again, on a burning island. You want to be bad. You want to be independent so bad. You want to have your own ish so bad. Now you're there. And in the process of y'all getting there, y'all completely shat on the men in the process. And nobody wants to be real enough to acknowledge that fact. Like she said, it's nothing wrong with you having your own money, having your own career, your own success, this, that, and the third. Nothing was wrong with that. It's the way y'all navigated getting there. It's like, oh, I don't need you. I'm better without you. I got this. I got that. Y'all men is trash. Y'all men is weak. You do. And now here you are on your way down having to eat your words. And women out there, they could have hyped you up. They will hype you up just to see you fall. And I bet my last dollar ain't none of them hoes around to pick you back up. None of them. Oh, you don't need him. You don't need this. You got it by yourself. And she literally means that. So if you ever fall off, don't call her. Don't hit her up. You got it by yourself, sis. You strong. You independent. You a boss. And y'all be trying so hard to live up that facade. That, like I said, y'all do become addicts. Like she was saying, y'all are heavily medicated. Let's go deeper. Some of y'all's minds are so jacked up. Y'all have personality disorders. Like, y'all are, it's a lot. And I'm not even trying to go there, but that is the truth. And if y'all think that the things that y'all are experiencing, the ailments that y'all have, if y'all think that is not directly correlated back to the strong, independent, I don't need no man, I'm a boss bitch, you know, I can live my life, I can fuck who I want to fuck, I can do. If y'all think there is no correlation to that, you're sadly mistaken. I'm telling y'all right now, a lot of the chicks out here who are really, really heavy in, you know, I can sleep who I want to sleep with, I can do what I want to do, I'm going to do these niggas how they do us. Those women, the most effed up today. The most effed up. Pill poppers, alcoholics, you know, personality disorders, you name it. That shit eventually catches up to you. And like she said, it'll be your homegirls that set you up for that type of failure. Then y'all want somebody to come save you. Once you realize you can't do it by yourself. Once you realize your homegirls really ain't got your back, now y'all want to come back to the men. I'm going to go here too. Because this is where y'all really pissed me off and y'all had me effed up. A lot of those same chicks, strong, independent, listen to the sisterhood of sadness, y'all become the biggest pygmies I've ever seen in my life. The same ones talking about, oh yeah, I don't like them pick me just like Danica Marie. I don't like them type of shit. They set women back. Y'all become the biggest effing pick me's if I've ever seen them in my life. Because you realize the hard way. You find out the hard way. Damn, I don't got it all together. I do need help. I do want a man. I do need a man. I can't escape it. I can have all the money, all success, all the careers, all the jobs. It does not matter. I can have all the luxury, all the travel. It does not matter. I'm going to have a humongous void that I cannot even overlook. And you got the void because you listening to chicks around you leading you astray. Y'all need to be aware. Y'all be missing out on good lives, good men. Hell, even a better or a good version of yourself. Trying to escape your nature. Girl, you better wake up. Let's continue. Like the video.
And I only say all this because I know I've been there. I've lived it. I'm speaking from truth. And Jesus saved me. The culture is going to call this misogyny, this whole post. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, scripture calls it order. Y'all have a blessed day.
I was a selfish bitch in my marriage. I've been divorced now almost 4 years, but I was married to my ex-husband 16 years and with him 18 years. And again, I was a selfish bitch. Nothing was ever good enough. I took him for granted. He seriously rolled out the red carpet for me. He was sweet, kind, generous. He told me how much he loved me 5 times a day. He told me how beautiful I was every day. If he'd wake me up in the morning, because he knows I love massages, wake me up rubbing my shoulders. He'd rub my feet every evening while we were watching TV. If I said, for example, oh, I'm craving a Dr. Pepper, he'd be like, okay, let me go to the corner store and get it. He adored me. He was amazing. Like on paper, it's what every girl wants. Seriously. And yeah, I took it for granted. And now I lost that, right? And I carried a lot of guilt because I caused it. That's my biggest regret in life, is not saving, the whole family aspect. The grass is not always greener on the other side, ladies. It's not, I'm good now. I feel great. And he's super happy with his girlfriend. And honestly, I could not be happier for him because he deserved to be loved and cared about and respected as he should have.
Wait. That's a lie. Ladies, don't let this be you. Notice the correlation between her and the last woman. They ultimately regret messing up good quality marriages or relationships. This woman here, though, she's talking about how, this man did everything right. I took him for granted. Why did you take him for granted? You took him for granted because you were programmed and indoctrinated to believe that anything that a man did for you, he was supposed to do, and you deserved it just by default because you are a woman. The last woman said it. Feminism ruined my marriage, ruined my relationship. And I'm very sure I can speak for the majority of us when I say that on paper, feminism is not bad. The definition of feminism on paper, okay, we can get behind that. But the reality of feminism is not the same. It is the programming of making a lot of the women out here believe you are the God. Everybody else, i.e. the men, are beneath you. You deserve to have the entire universe rotating and revolving around you, your wants, your needs, your desires. Women have thrown away perfectly good marriages with children, all because they were taught that their happiness is the only happiness that should be considered. She's not getting into the nitties and the gritties of why she possessed this mentality in the first place. You're possessing this mentality in the first place because you were indoctrinated and programmed as a woman to believe that every good deed that man was doing for you, he was supposed to do it. And you never even praise a man for doing it. You don't even appreciate it. For what? He's just doing what he's supposed to do. This is what y'all are doing on an everyday, continuous basis. And you don't realize how good you had it until it's gone. And then you start to put everything into perspective and say, damn, I kind of lucked up having that guy. And fellas, I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason why these women start to realize, damn, I should have appreciated what I had while I had it, because when it's gone, there are no replacements. They start to see and put everything into context and say, you know what? That man did not have to even be with me. Because I'm looking around and the men are not choosing to be with me. So whatever that man was tolerating, was doing for me out of the kindness of his heart, because he does not have to. I am not the God. He is not my servant. He don't have to do shit. That's when dawn on them and they start to see, damn, I should have held on to that, because now there's nothing else to hold on to. There's no man waiting in the corner. There's no backup. So you took it for granted thinking that, if he were to leave or whatever, you'll find somebody like that. What he don't do, another man will. And a lot of these chicks came to find out very, very fast and harshly. No. If a man is doing anything for you, you are kind of lucky, sis. What do I always say? I always say, the unfortunate part about a lot of these chicks taking good quality men for granted and feeling like, oh, I'm just so entitled to this and I deserve that and this and the third, is that they push a lot of the men away. A lot of the good quality men, y'all got pushed away. And when y'all got pushed away, the most sad and unfortunate thing, dangerous thing that could have ever happened was you are becoming comfortable. A lot of you guys out there became comfortable, content, complacent, and happy by your damn self. That's dangerous. This is why women then start to look around and say, oh shit, where is my replacement guy? Where is my backup guy? He's somewhere by himself living his best damn life. And you know what's even more dangerous, ladies? 'Cause like I said, I know y'all in the damn clouds watching. What's even more dangerous, ladies, is that not only are these guys comfortable, complacent, content, at peace, happy, being single, being by themselves, but at any given time, this is how bad y'all messed up. At any given time, he can call up a chick that he is not serious with, that he does not plan on becoming serious with, and she's going to do everything that a wife is supposed to do for a husband. See, back in the day, y'all used to say shit like, oh, never be a wife to a boyfriend, never do this, never do that. In today's time, baby, women are doing that and then some, because it's a shortage of men outside. So they're trying to get in good with these guys. They're trying to show and prove to these guys, hey, you might want to pick me, because this is how I can contribute to your life in a positive way. So at any given moment, these same single guys can call up a woman if he so chooses and feels like it, and have her do everything that you would try to offer him in exchange for a relationship for nothing at all. It is that bad outside. It is that dry outside in the field. You have women out here pulling up like, hey, how can I be of service? What do you need? And there's some guys out there, I'm going to be real about it. There are some guys out there who take complete and total advantage of that. And say, oh, damn, oh shit, why choose one when I can have them all? There's no need to settle down. I can have variety. That's a thing. That's how bad y'all messed it up. Y'all placed yourselves into a hole to where now the men have you at their disposal. They're in high demand now. Whoopsie. Y'all gotta stop that entitlement shit. Y'all really do. Oh yeah, I deserve, and he's supposed to. Is he? I'm telling y'all, a lot of them same women been looking around like, damn, I guess he didn't have to do nothing. Cause where the men at to do it? Sorrento says, have you all realized everything you created from this system turns into trash, but everything you create from your hearts lasts forever? Think about it. Bars. But they don't, here's the thing, Teresa, they don't think about it until their lives are in shambles, and now they can really see, okay, that was the missing puzzle. That was the missing link. That is where I gotta kind of shuffled up and scrambled. That's when they want to understand. Oh, I should have been operating from a place of love. I should have been operating from a place of being genuine, sincere. It's only then, Terenzo, unfortunately. And thank you so much for your donation. But yeah, this is what is happening in real time today. And women are scrambling, realizing their mistakes when it's entirely too late. If you have a good man, ladies, you might want to hold on. You might want to be aware of the company that you keep, the advice that you take, and the chicks around you. You just might want to. Can we go here? Oh, we're going to go here today. Ladies, you also want to beware of, and this is two parts. I'm going to do my best not to ruffle too many feathers, but it is what it is. This is two parts. Y'all also might want to beware of the good men's that y'all are around, that y'all are taking advice from too. And y'all know what we mean by the good men's. And if you don't, use context clues, but it is what it is. Them good men's trying to put y'all up on game about the men, the girls, right? Watch him too. Watch him too, sis. Because little do y'all know, he is trying to pit, no shade, he is trying to pit you against the men so that he can look like the better option. Yeah, because, you know, girl, you deserve this and you deserve that, and, you know, you don't have to do this and the third for no guys, and, you know, a man is supposed to do this and do that and do this and do that. Meanwhile, they be trying to place themselves on a pedestal above you, sis. Like, yeah, the girls don't do this, but, you know, the good men's, we do that. They do have a method to their madness. And if you're not careful, you will be like, oh, no, because he a man. So he know. He know how these men think. He know what these men do. He know how these men be operating. So I'm going to listen to him because at the end of the day, he's still a man. He's still a man that wants your man. He's still a man that wants a man. So be careful. That's one level and layer. And I did not even try to go there, but it is what it is. Another level and layer. You can have, you know, straight guys, right? And that's telling you, oh man, you could do better than that. Be with that dude, he a sucker. He weak, he this, he that. Also that you can get rid of the good man that you have, and then he can swerve in, get with you, and he's not going to be ready and willing to do a fraction of the guy, of what he was doing that left you, right? Or that you left. I've seen that happen. I've seen guys throw so much salt, so much shade, talk so bad about a good quality man that maybe a girl that he was kicking it with was dealing with. All for her to end up leaving the good guy, getting with him, and this nigga ain't shit. Like, you talk so bad about Charles, nigga, you ain't doing a damn thing for me. Oh, I just trying, you know what I'm saying? It was all a game for them. And y'all be so dumb that y'all don't see that dude running game. He just trying to see, you know, how much pull do I have? He trying to test his might. I wonder if I can, steal that bitch. I don't even like her like that, but, let me see. And then he see, and then it's like, oh, okay, mission accomplished. I just want to, test my might in this motherfucker. I got a little pull still. I still got it. Now you done left Charles, who was a good quality brother, for this ain't shit dude, all because, he was trying to just see how tough his game was. Silly. It's so many different levels to the conversation that every woman must be aware of, period. Stop thinking that the grass is greener. Stop thinking that you cannot be replaced. Stop thinking that you are entitled and you deserve X, Y, and Z. No. A man don't have to do a damn thing for you. So if he's doing it, appreciate it. I know we were taught. I know we were indoctrinated with. You gotta shed all of that. You gotta unlearn all of that. Now, where I want to call her out real quick, and there is more. Y'all like the video? Share the video on Instagram. Let me check my damn likes. Y'all be playing. Y'all know YouTube be hating on our live streams. But I still pull up with y'all. So the least y'all could do is hit the like button. Y'all, why do we only have 264 likes? Can we at least get the likes up to 400? Goodness. Y'all know I'm spitting bars, gems, and jewels. Now, like I was getting ready to say, I gotta call her out. I appreciate her honesty. I appreciate her vulnerability. I appreciate her transparency. But where I gotta call her out, Roy, is when she's coming through talking about, yeah, I'm so happy for him. I see him in his new relationship flourishing. He has a good woman that has his best interests at heart. He's happy with her. I'm so happy for him. That's cap. Roy they say they gotta have a hoe phase. Let them. Listen. Have a hoe phase if you want to. You have a whole life. Because ain't no coming back. Ain't no redeeming. But let me go here. Where it's cap is where she comes through saying, "Oh, I'm happy for that." That is impossible. Listen to me. It is absolutely impossible. Impossible. It is impossible for a woman to be completely and genuinely happy that she got replaced when she was not even able to find said replacement for her damn self for you. Let's break that down. She is admitting, I messed up. I missed out. I had a good man. I took him for granted. Anything I wanted, he did. My wish was his command. There was nothing wrong with this man. Nothing. She turns around, leave that guy behind, whatever the case may have been. And she is seeing that not only was he able to find a better woman that he's happy with and flourishing with and all that, but she is still alone. She's still lonely by herself. She's still single. So that pain is hitting way worse than what she's trying to portray. Let's see, can I give y'all a dumb example? It'll be like, let's say you having a piece of cake. Just make up some shit. You had a nice piece of cake. It had your favorite icing, all of that. You always had access to this piece of cake whenever you wanted it. Whenever you was hungry, I can eat a piece of cake. And then one day, Your ass is down and out, the cake gone. Whenever you hungry, you're like, damn, I got no cake to eat. What my favorite piece of chocolate cake? Let's say it's German chocolate. I know I'm a sucker for damn German chocolate cake. The fuck? Now that the German chocolate cake is gone, you just can't access it whenever you want to. You hungry them up, like, damn, I sure would love a piece of German chocolate cake in this mother. And not only do you not have a replacement to go and eat off of, let's say I got a piece of pie, apple pie, Dutch apple pie, whatever the fuck. I can go and eat off of that. That way I don't feel so bad about not having my piece of cake. But it hurts worse when I don't have a German chocolate cake. I don't have an apple pie, bitch. I don't got a sprinkle. I don't have a cookie. I don't got a cupcake in this bitch. I am out here starving, yearning, craving for my sweet treat. But I see the next bitch over there eating it, eating off of it, having full and complete and total access to some shit that I used to just have at my will. It is impossible for you to be happy about that. You can't even say, well, at least I got a piece of cookie, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cool a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't salty because I still at least got a piece of cookie. I still at least got a little piece of cake, you know, a little piece of pie. You know, it ain't that. It ain't German chocolate cake, but I mean, it's a little zebra cake. You know, you don't have shit to compensate for it. So you already know. It's like, oh, damn, I messed up. I'm regretful about that because you're starving. So when she's coming through like, yeah, I'm so happy for him. She's not. You can't be. You are seeing somebody else enjoy your sweet treat that you had at every beck and call whenever you wanted to at your disposal, while you now are stuck with nothing. Bitch, please. You are not happy. And you know what these women are really doing? And again, it's no shade to her, because I at least appreciate her for being honest, being vulnerable, being open, being transparent, trying to help these women. I do. But what we are seeing right now, and I'm so sorry, sis, but it is what it is. We're seeing her beg for either that man back or his equivalent. That is what this is. This is a cry out for somebody come back and replenish me and replace what I had. And I promise you, I'm going to appreciate whatever is given to me this time. This is what this is. And what did I say earlier? Sometimes it's too late. Sis, you could have learned from your mistake. You could have become a better woman. You could have evolved, grown, matured into being the type of woman that would reciprocate all of the things, right? But men can look at you and, you know, disqualify you for whatever reason. Maybe you too old, maybe you too ugly, you know, maybe you just not that. You know, I mean, you ain't good, you ain't bad, you just like not my cup of tea. You could be in a spot, in a position to where it is entirely too late for you. And so many women out there, y'all had access to good quality men who would have gave you the damn piece of cake whenever you wanted it, whenever you craved it, whenever you was hungry, whatever. He would have gave you that shit. But because you took it for granted, feeling like, oh, you know, what you don't do, another man will. You know, if you don't give me a German chocolate cake, then I'm going to be able to get a red velvet from the next dude. If you don't give me no red velvet, then I'm going to be able to get the yellow cake with the damn frosting and buttercup ice and whatever from the next guy. And then you go outside and realize, damn, the bakeries are shut down. Where are the good men? Well, they felt taken advantage of. They felt that nothing that they did was good enough. That's a thing too. So even if, you know, you were acknowledging, oh yeah, I like that he did this and I like that you did that, it still was a yeah, but what I really wouldn't like if you did this. I mean, that was good though, but it could have been great. Or you do something great. Yeah, that was great, but it could have been excellent. that grinds a man's gears as well. That'll diminish him down too, to where it's like, you know what, fuck it. It's never good enough. So even when you give him credit or you give him praise, it's still backhanded. It's still, you know, at this slight type of energy. Like, oh yeah, but she still kind of threw salt on me though. That is a thing. A lot of you guys out there have gone through that. It was like, yeah, she would acknowledge my contribution. And yeah, she would acknowledge what I was doing. And, you know, she seemingly appreciated it somewhat. But it was always this, yeah, but. And what I really wanted was, and what you could have did was this. After a while, man gets fed up with that shit too. Like, you know what? Well, do it yourself. Or see if the next man can handle it. And then they come to find out, not only could the next man not do it, they didn't want to. Thank you, the Vegas Buckeye. It says, I did a Nino Brown on my ex. After 2 years, she said, I reflected with my best friend and needed to become a better person. I still kept it moving. This is what I'm talking about, Vegas. There is a such thing as a woman evolving, maturing, grow, realizing her faults, her flaws, her mistakes, and the man just not giving a damn enough to take you up on the offer. Like, cool story, sis. Hopefully the next guy appreciates it. And damn, that's a tough pill to swallow. I've seen so many women want the exact same guy back and he don't want her. Now, what do I mean by she wants the exact same guy? She don't want somebody like him. She don't want a replacement. She don't even want to move on. No, I want the old thing back. She realizes that there's no match. There's nobody else out there like you. And so I want you. And she don't care if you got a woman already, a family. Hell, I don't care if you married. I will do whatever is in my might in order to win this man back. And like I said, it can be too late. For whatever reason. Maybe he already moved on. Maybe you are his cup of tea, but like, girl, I'm with my wife. You know? So, yeah. But Nino Brown is crazy. Let's continue, though. I just want to emphasize the point that when she's coming on here talking about, oh, yeah, you know, I'm so happy for him. She is fucking not. She is not happy about that whatsoever. She wants that old thing back. What we are seeing right now is a cry out for, please come back to me, or can I at least get the equivalent of what I had in him? He did everything right. Whatever I wanted, he was there. Whatever I needed, he was there. And, you know, I took it for granted. So she's attempting to get other men out there who could deliver to her the same things that her ex was able to deliver to her. And say, oh, okay, well, I'm glad that you are a new and improved woman. You know, let me go ahead and, you know, be his replacement. But what she's going to run into is that not happening. And that right there is where women become bitter. And they start to say things like, oh, where's the good men at? Ain't no more good men out here. This and the third. No, it is. It is a lot of them don't want you. Whatever reason, fill in the blank. Or they become way too comfortable with being by themselves. And they don't want no woman. Good, bad, and different. But thank you so much, Vegas. I appreciate you.
Always been. So I'm so happy that he's happy.
No, you're not.
Anyways, what I'm saying, ladies, the grass is not greener on the other side. If you have a good guy, take care of him. Take care of him. Trust me, there's nothing good out in these streets. He seriously set the bar. He set the bar. And ultimately, what I always wanted, I had all along. So we have good right in front of us, and we don't know how to take care of it.
Let's pause. Vegas, you know what I always hear after the fact? I always hear after the fact how she comes to the realization that everything that she was in search for, she already had. That's first things first. Then the biggest thing that I always hear after the fact from a lot of these women who end up regretting losing a good man is that the man that got away, he set the bar and he set the standard for the next man coming up behind him to measure up to. And that right there is dangerous. And I'm going to tell y'all why. The reason why that is dangerous is because not only is it not a lot of men out here who give a damn enough. Can I be honest? I'm gonna keep it real frank. It's not a lot of men out here who give a damn enough to even measure up to your requirements, to even want to be his replacement or go above and beyond. Be like, you got that going on. And then here's the part that nobody ever really touches base on. These women, in some twisted way, and they will probably never want to acknowledge this, but this is just me being a divine game peeper, and y'all know I go a little deep with some topics, right? You know what I'm saying? But in some twisted way, these women have a romanticized image or ideal of what that man was. Right? So you could have been a good man, but because she knows that she messed up, she missed out, you know, you were pulling up for her, you know, being reliable, being dependable, so on and so, loving her, so on and so forth. In her mind, you were a perfect man. This is where they can get dangerous. She has gotten so warped in her idea of the man that you were because she's experienced life without you. And life without you has been just a wreck. Life without you has been challenging. It has been, you know, in shambles. It's just been a lot going on in the worst of ways. So in her mind, in her imagination, her idea of you is way up here because she's comparing it to her reality. So even if you were just a good man, in her mind, you were absolutely perfect. And any man that does come into her orbit after the fact, he's not going to ever be able to measure up to you. Because then, like I said, in her mind, she has warped you into being this perfect man. Like nothing was wrong with him. And you could have very well had your faults and flaws. You could have very well came up short in some regards or in some areas. But because, like I said, she's been able to experience life on the outside without having you there, without having no help, and her being able to reflect on all the things that she was able to get out of you and all the things that she did have in you as a man, it's just completely, like I said, romanticized, blown up, out of proportion. And so any man that comes after you, she's going to be holding him to ridiculously high expectations, ridiculously high standards. And so now she's placed herself into a box to where no man is ever good enough because he's trying to measure up to an impossible man who does not exist. You don't even exist like that. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense, y'all. Because I'll be off the dome with this, but I really just want to draw these points home. You're not even the man that she has you made up to be in her mind. So if you were to come back into her life, she would be like, you've changed. You were perfect 10 years ago. You were everything. But she just hyped everything up because she's able to experience life without you. And it was horrible. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they end up boxing themselves into this box to where they're essentially going to be alone and single and unhappy forever because the man that she made you up to be in her mind is just, he's a fantasy. You know? And so she can come into a relationship with a guy who is hitting on something that is even better than what you offered to her. But in her mind, it's like, nah, you still not him. You still not good enough. I'm going to go a step further with that. She can also enter into a relationship and she's always keeping tabs on what you got going on. They also sabotage their relationships after, you know, the fact because everything is trying to relive what she already had. That's why I'm saying they can be dangerous. Ladies, when you're out here losing a good man, taking a good man for granted, you can ultimately paint yourself into a corner to where you're always living in his shadow. The man that you entertain is always living in his shadow. You're always living in his new woman's shadow. Whatever the case may be, they can be dangerous. That is why it is important that you realize what you have while you have it. Do not fumble that. It can be so haunting. So haunting. And I've seen it. I've seen women even be able to look up and find a different man that's a good man, but because she's so wrapped up in the idea of what her last man was or what her last man did and how she fumbled. She's always keeping tabs on him. She always lurking on his social media. She always trying to see what he's up to, what girl he's entertaining, so on and so forth, to where she's not even prioritizing the man that she's with. She's even bringing up her ex to her new dude. And men get tired of that. You know, it's like, damn, so do you want the nigga back? Do you want me to call him for you? It could get to be something of that nature. And I fear that this woman right here is traveling down that very unfortunate path and road. She even said it herself. She said, yeah, he set the bar. And what's scary about that bar is she probably embellished upon it, romanticized it, made it up. Because I promise you that man was not as perfect as she's going to make it out to be. But because she, you know, messed up and she was able to see what life was like without him, it's like, yeah, he was this. So anybody else got to be this or better. And this is how these women like this become very isolated, very lonely. And every relationship she touched crumbles. Because she's holding them to a very superficial, unrealistic, imaginary, fantasy, fairy tale standard. That the guy that she's even making the bar wasn't. He couldn't even measure up to. And I hope that makes sense. But let's continue. Hold on. Now, hold on. This next clip, y'all, let me blow it up. This next clip, it's really going to drive my other points home as far as why women need to stop with the whole notion of men are not needed. We don't want no men. I'm telling y'all, be careful what you ask for. Hold on. Let's not blow it up yet. Be careful what you ask for. Many women out there be swearing up and down, oh, I wish it was a world without men. Men are the ones who are destroying everything. Men are the ones who don't know how to do this. It's the women that carry everything. It's the women who keep the world going around. It's the women. Be careful what y'all ask for. Because y'all have asked for a hell of a lot. And y'all have gotten everything, almost every damn thing that you asked for. That came back to backfire on you. Y'all told men, stop approaching me. They stopped. Y'all told men, stop complimenting me. You making me uncomfortable. They stopped doing that. Y'all told men to stop, being so intrusive and invasive and, impeding on my personal space. They stopped all of that. Y'all told me you didn't need them. So they backed away. You said you could do bad all by yourself. You are, and you're doing worse, actually. So y'all really need to be careful about what y'all are asking for, because this is the world that y'all would be a part of if what y'all ask for as far as women running the world and, men not being in existence. This is what that would look like if y'all actually get what you are asking for.
What would happen if all men suddenly disappeared from the earth? Day 1. You wake up and every single man on Earth is gone. At first you think this is heaven. The streets are quiet. Social media is full of girls celebrating, saying life is finally peaceful. You smile, but you're wrong. Day 3. The sky becomes a nightmare. Around 95% of the world's airline pilots are men. Thousands of flights are canceled. Others lose their pilots in midair. Planes crashes everywhere. Suddenly, the safest way to travel becomes the most terrifying. Day 7. You wake
Wait. All my travel girlies. Hold on. All my travel girlies. Y'all would be cooked. Literally. Planes ablaze. But y'all don't want men. The world would be better off without men. What else? All that travel based shit dead. Literally.
up to a horrible smell. Your toilet won't flush. Raw sewage starts flooding the streets because plumbing and sewer maintenance jobs are mostly done by men. In many countries, more than 95% of plumbers are men. 1 month, everything goes dark. Electricity shuts off. The internet disappears. Power plants, electrical repairs, and grid maintenance lose most of their workforce overnight. Hospitals lose power. Your phone becomes nothing more than a useless piece of glass. 4 months, the supermarkets are empty. Around 90% of truck drivers are men. Cargo ships stop arriving. Farms can't harvest enough food. Fuel runs out. Money has no value anymore. People aren't shopping. They're fighting over their next meal.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Big Bertha getting ready to choke slam you out for the macaroni and cheese, sis. That's my macaroni and cheese. Shit. Me and my daughter, because ain't no men, so ain't no sons. Me and my daughter, we need that macaroni and cheese. And a lot of y'all don't work out. So Big Bertha getting ready to body slam you effortlessly. You know, y'all don't take care of yourself, so you can't fight back. You're going to be winded. Girl, Big Bertha going to sit on you for that macaroni and cheese. Y'all think the world would be so peaceful without a man. Girl, if y'all think y'all are catty now, fighting over men and trying to be manipulators and all that to get each other's man and all that, can you imagine what would happen if Big Bertha got hungry? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
8 months. The modern world is gone. Roads break apart. Bridges collapse. Factories stop. Hospitals shut down. Cities are abandoned because nobody is left to keep the massive systems of civilization running. 1 year, you thought life would become heaven without men, but you were wrong. The people doing thousands of dangerous and dirty jobs vanished overnight. By the time you realized how much the world depended on them, it was already too late.
I don't want to hear shit about, oh, we don't need no men. The world would go round without the men. The men is trash. The men is the reason for chaos. The men is the reason for violence. Did you not see what they said? Big Bertha will be fighting you at the supermarket. Let me see. Hold on. Ain't no travel. You're going to be by yourself. Ain't no social media. You about to die at the hospital. Y'all fighting over the macaroni and cheese, sis?
Next meal. 8 months.
Wait.
More than a useless piece of glass. 4 months. The supermarkets are empty. Around 90% of truck drivers are men. Cargo ships stop arriving. Farms can't harvest enough food. Fuel runs out. Money has no value anymore. People aren't shopping. They're fighting over their next meal.
They're fighting over their next meal. And y'all want to say, you know, men don't matter and the world will be peaceful. If the men didn't exist, bitch, please. Y'all have got to chill. And like I said, y'all, power is in the tongue. So y'all keep on with this whole, oh, we don't need no men. The world will be better without men. Okay. Y'all better stop asking for shit. Y'all swear up and down y'all are so powerful. Y'all some witches. You know, you a high priestess. Y'all say all this. Right? So with that being said, sis, you might want to shut up with what you be talking about. Cause that world, I don't want to be in that world. The fuck? I got that one. Am I caught up, y'all? Let me go. Let me look. Hold on. Terenzo said, hold on, let me go to the bottom. I ain't at the bottom. Y'all laughing. I'm dead ass serious. What Terenzo say? Y'all know he a damn fool. What the main lion say too? I see y'all here dying laughing. Wait. Hold on. Jabari sent in this $20 super chat. It says, my ex Puerto Rican girlfriend did the same thing, Buckeye. I finally picked up her endless calls and told her I am much happier with my new relationship. And she says she hopes it works out. Cap anyone? Big cap. She does not want your new relationship to work out whatsoever. Okay? Now, what I would say, Jabari, because it seemed like you moving kind of fast. What I would say, Jabari, take some time to be by yourself. You know? Because I would hate for you to repeat the cycle. Sometimes you have to sit with yourself to really figure out who you are by yourself. You have to take some time out to figure out maybe where you went wrong. What didn't you see? Instead of just hopping into something new. Are there exceptions to that rule? Sure. You know, I was an exception. You know, so it worked out for me, but I would not make me in my situation the norm. So sometimes you do have to take a moment to really just be by yourself without a relationship, so you can see how you are and how you feel and what you're going through, and really put things into the proper perspective. Because you just broke up with that girl. I wouldn't even be in a new relationship. You was talking about marrying her, like that was deep. So to hop out of that and then you already with somebody else, I don't know. That sounds like some unresolved inner trauma that you trying to avoid dealing with. And that's just my personal perspective. Okay, I'm your little big sis. I care about you. I want the best for you. And I don't want you just hopping from one chick to the next, because maybe it's some things that you need to work on that you're overlooking that maybe you could be able to see and peep game on in the future had you taken time out to really reflect on everything. All right. But you are right. Especially if you are a good man, they do not want to see you happy with anybody. So all of that, oh, I wish you the best and this and the third. No. Okay. Especially when she has not herself found your replacement, or she sees what she missed out on with you. Thank you, Torenzo. It says, imagine setting a silver bar for the next man, and he realizes the silver is like the silver spoon in the Matrix. Lord have mercy. But females still can't get over it. It equals Pennywise. Man. And like I said, it can be a very dangerous game to play, because you start to believe your own fantasy. You start to believe your own warped reality of what that man was. And so it's like, oh yeah, he set the bar, but he wasn't really the bar like that. Was he a good man? Sure. You know, did you take him for granted? Sure. Could you have been a better woman? All that can be true. But like I said, when we start doing things and realizing our faults and our flaws and our mistakes down the line and down the road, we can start to romanticize things and play things up, and it could cause us unnecessary trauma that we could possibly avoid by just, you know, being realistic and putting things into the proper perspective, instead of saying, oh no, he was perfect and this and the third. Like, nobody's perfect. But could you realize what you missed out on? Sure. Could you acknowledge that he was somebody that was great for you? Sure. But let's not get so caught up in, oh, he was the bar, he's the standard, and this and the third. They could be dangerous. Thank you, Agency. It says, blessed to see 41 summers, very blessed, and can't wait to see more blessings. Keep doing your thing, showing you some love. I hit the like button. Thank you. Okay, was it your 41st birthday? 41st birthday? Shout out to you. All right. Feliz cumpleaños. Hold on, Jabari came back. It says, me and this new girl are starting as friends. Okay. Going to the gym, dating small, eating healthy, and going to therapy and church sessions together. Okay. That sounds good. I just don't want you to hop into something serious right after being in a failed engagement. Like, that's a little bit much. But you know what you're doing. Okay. And I'm going to say this, Jabari, also. A lot of women can become regretful when they see that you are also an intentional man. I think in today's time, especially, a lot of women are really able to stand back and peep the game that a lot of men are not really marriage oriented like that, you know, or family minded like how they once were. Do you all maybe want those things? Sure. But I feel like a lot of you guys have reached the conclusion of the reality of that happening for you. It's probably very slim to none. And so with you all reaching that conclusion, a lot of y'all are not really that, you're not that in a rush, right? You're not really taking the initiative to go out there and seek a family or seek a wife or seek a relationship like that, because it's like the likelihood of that relationship being trash is very high. So I'm not even gonna waste my time or break my own heart by trying to seek something that maybe I do want, but it may not be feasible in today's generation or in today's time. And with a lot of you all pulling back in that way, it's causing a lot of women to be hit with the new harsh reality of it's very hard or difficult to find a man like a Jabari who is ready and willing to settle down, who is ready and willing to take things to the next level. I should have held on to that. Because the likelihood of me finding a man in today's time that wants to get married, who wants to start a family and settle down, it's just not out there like that. Like, gone are the days to where you can leave one relationship and have 2, 3, 4, 5 guys ready and willing to take his place or do the same things that last guy was ready to do. It's just not something that is in abundance like that. And I think that right there is also very cruel and a very harsh reality that a lot of women have to navigate. Like, damn, I may never find another man who wants to get married. And so, hell yeah, I'm salty that I let my marriage-minded, family-minded man get away for the next woman to snatch up. That boat may never come back my way, you know? But, yeah, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all here all night. Let me see. Did I get everybody? I believe I did. But if I miss you, I do apologize. Again, shout out to Seven Waters. Thank you, LGC Rose. She came through showing a lot of love. Thank you, Clarence. You became a channel member supreme. Shout out to you, okay? Shout out to Jabari. Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you, Tat Lab. I didn't see this. It says, if we don't take relationship advice from gay men, women should take notes from that, since they so much more mature. Let me look at Tat Lab. I gotta see something. Man, hold on, y'all. How do I view the channel? I'm trying to see. Let me go on YouTube. I gotta see something before I say something. Y'all like the video. I'm gonna check my likes in a second. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hold on. I gotta click on Tat Labs before I say anything. Let me go to fan funding. One moment, please. And then I gotta go take me a bubble bath and get ready to cook. Because I've been doing a lot of cooking tonight on this dope discussion. So, hey, hold on. Where do I see? How do I scroll? One moment. I'm almost there. But I have got to see this. Here we go. Go to channel. Let me see what Tab Labs is. Okay, it's still not showing me anything. Okay, let me just ask you, and I don't mean no disrespect. Okay. Tab Labs, I don't know how to say this or ask this without maybe it coming off rude. Are you a stud? And if you're not, I apologize. You have a very cute face. You know, maybe you just one of them cute boys. You know how you can be, you know, you got a little cutie patootie face, but you a man. Tat Labs, are you a stud though? No shade. I just have to. I have to ask that before I say something. Because if Tat Labs is a stud like how I think, that's speaking volumes. Right? Let me X all this out. That's speaking volumes. You know. So, Tat Labs like, look, we don't even listen to that. So what y'all listening for? Listen. I don't know though. I could be wrong. Thank you, Garland. It says, as much as I clown on with y'all, I do understand how women's can be misled. You have simps, real women's, strong independent crew, church and parents. Wolves in sheep's clothing are on every corner. Very, very valid. Very valid. But see, this is why, Garland, and salute to you for being a channel member for 38 months. And you a crown brain salute. But this is why, Garland, I do my best as a woman to call certain things out, because I know how heavily influenced and heavily indoctrinated we can be. I know how we can become what we become. You know? And maybe it will take a little bit more time for you to unlearn things, or for you to be receptive to certain information. But damn it, can we at least start looking around to see, you know what? Maybe that is not the best route to take, because every woman that is perpetuating certain lifestyles, certain cultures, certain behaviors, we look at them and it's like, girl, please. Nothing about what you have or nothing about your life speaks to my goals or what I would like to obtain in my own life. And that's not to say that my life is perfect and I have everything in order and everything figured out, so on and so forth. That's not to say that. But damn it, y'all be looking at the most in shamble assholes. I'm talking about baby mama number 15. You know, I'm talking about can't keep a man to save her life, can't pay her bills, living off government assistance, you know, just the struggle bus. And those women are the ones out here with the biggest microphones, speaking the loudest, and y'all taking advice from that? You want that for your life? No? Okay, well, maybe don't listen to that. But it is what it is. Okay? Okay, I got Toronto. Thank you so much. Thank you, Roy the Bear. It says, they say they gotta have a whole phase. Let them, I got that one. Tokyo Traveler, shout out to you. It says, let them have a whole phase. We are in a no phase, and that's the sad reality of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a priest today. That part. Okay? Excuse me. Thank you so much, Buckeye. You gave a $20 today. Thank you so much. Thank you, agency. All right, I got you. And I believe I am caught up, y'all. Okay? But big shout out to y'all for pulling up with me on no notice. Y'all be dope as hell. This is why I love my Crown Head Corner crew. Right? We be lit. And we always have things that we can learn from, evolve from, mature from. We share information with one another. And we ultimately become better with each dope discussion because we are sharing information. We're putting each other up on game. The whole thing. Okay? I'm your little big sis. And y'all, my big little brothers. You know what I'm saying? Or my little big brothers. It don't matter. But at any rate, I love my platform because we are able to exchange information and ultimately take advice from each other and learn, evolve, mature, grow, and navigate the relationship market or life better. That's what it's all about. It is not about repeating the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. No, if she is in shambles, you're going to be in shambles right alongside her if you follow up behind her, if you listen to what she has to say. Now, are there instances to where a woman could come up and give you the game and help you to steer clear of her pitfalls? Yes. But I need a lot of them to know, I need a lot of the women out there to know and understand that those type of women are very slim out here. They're not in abundance like how y'all think they are. It is a lot of covert, undercover as best friends. oh yeah, girl, I want the best for you. And they'll be very, very slick in their advice to where you'll think that she's really coming from a place of love. She's really coming from a place of trying to save you and help you and protect you. And I promise you, she's not. Y'all have got to use y'all discernment, period. Okay? Beware. Beware of the people that you are in close proximity to, that you're listening to, that you are even. Be aware of your damn self. Maybe you are able to peep game on yourself and say, you know what? I have a little bit of a skewed mindset. I am operating from a place of bitterness, brokenness. Let me fix that. Do all of that. Do the internal work. Because if you don't, you're not only going to lose out on a good man, but you can potentially lose out on a good life. All right? Shout out to you, Alex. It says, you ain't caught up yet. Hold on. Shout out to Alex. Did you send in something earlier? Let me see. Let me see. And y'all, 400 at least on the likes. Don't play with us. Let me see. Let me make sure I got everybody. I did get everybody, but I think Alice is trolling. Like, here another 2 on. I got $2. You ain't caught up. Read my damn super chat. Okay, we here. Okay, we here. We love it. And thank you all so very much, like I said, for your constant love and support. Let me see. What is tomorrow? Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so you already know we're gonna kick it off real heavy, like with a Crown Head Corner, Patreon, members only dope discussion. And tomorrow, y'all, I will do my best to remember to turn on the members only chat. Okay, I will do my best to do that. But we do originally keep those open for the public, and then when we're done with those live streams, we make those privated for members only over on YouTube and then Patreon only. But sometimes we will be having exclusive Patreons to where it will not be available at all over on YouTube. So definitely sign up for Patreon. And we also have our monthly $50 giveaways to 3 paid Patreon members on the last Wednesday of the month. So you definitely want to take advantage of the Patreon perks and benefits. And also, if you become a paid Patreon member, you can directly message me, okay? And when you directly message me over on Patreon, it is like you are texting my phone. Now, I may not get back to you right away, but I promise you I'm going to get back to you at least within the first 24 hours. It's never going to go past 24 hours of me not responding, okay? But sometimes I can be busy, and so it can, get kind of lost in the sauce, but I do respond back, and it's usually very instant. So it's a lot of perks to signing up for Patreon. Thank you, MIA. It says none of these chicks are pick-me's. They are skip-me's. Lord have mercy. And like I said, they do not have options. They have sloptions. You do not want to be a part of that equation at all. All right. Are you rewatching it? Okay. Salute to y'all. Feel free to watch all of our playbacks. All right. We got plenty of dope discussions for y'all to binge watch. But I will be pulling back up with y'all tomorrow for Patreon. All right. We'll probably pull up a Patreon. What's time y'all want to pull up tomorrow? Y'all let me know. I'll actually put a survey on my community wall and ask y'all. All right. But I love y'all. I respect y'all. I'm going to see y'all later. And like I said, women beware. Do not lose out or miss out on a good man, all because you were being influenced by piss poor mindset that came from you or the women or people in general around you. We out.
Can we sit down? No interruptions. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Talking real raw. Ain't no cutting. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Can we talk about it? Yeah. 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 raw. Ain't no cutting, open dialogue, talk without judging. Dope discussions, dope discussions.